what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a different video. The other day I was talking with Kaylin. You guys know her. She's been on my channel a lot, and if you follow my social medias, you know she's all over it. Anyways, I was asking her ideas for videos. I was like, dude, what do I do? Like, help a bitch out. She said, why don't you start a small series called All About My Trimesters, and after your first trimester, do one all about your first trimester, then your second, then your third. I was like, yes, dude, like, go you. So that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be about my first trimester. On Wednesday, I am officially starting my second trimester. Today is Monday, so in 2 days. I have no idea when the hell this video is gonna go up. I think I'm uploading today, and then I will probably upload this video on Thursday, so it should be the day after, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. So I am going to just talk about my first trimester, what happened when we found out I was pregnant, and everything from there. So if you want to learn about my first trimester, keep on watching. Okay, so where do I begin? Let's just start from when we found out. So I was shopping at Target with Kaylin, and I had been waking up really nauseous the last, like, it was probably for like 3 or 4 days, and I would wake up pretty nauseous. I never threw up, but I'd wake up pretty nauseous, so I was a little concerned. I was like, okay, well, there is always a chance. So we were in Target, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get a couple tests. So I actually bought the Target brand, the Up and Up, and I was like, okay, if they like come back negative, like whatever, I don't care. If they come back positive, then I'll just buy a more expensive one. So we were doing our shopping, and we actually just ended up I just used the bathroom in Target just because I was like, I don't want to go all the way home if I'm going to have to buy another one. So we bought it. I went into the bathroom. I used it. It was a very faint double line, and I showed it to Kaylin, and she was like, wait a few more minutes, like, let's go sit, like, let's just wait a few minutes and check it again, and like maybe it'll be darker. So I kind of didn't believe it. I was like, no, and I was like, well, yeah, it's probably true. So we checked it again, and it was definitely 2 pink double lines. There was no denying it. So I really wasn't going to take another test. Like, I kind of believed it right away. There was no, like, yes, it wasn't like we're gonna make a baby, so it wasn't totally planned, but we're adults. We know what happens when you have unprotected sex. So it wasn't one of those things that I was like, oh no, like, there's no way, like, absolutely not. And so, you know, it was just one of those things that just kind of happened. So I called, so obviously Kaylin was the first person to know. She was with me. So I called my other friend Lexi, and she was like, oh my God, come over. Like, I have a clear blue that you can take, and it was a digital, yeah, it was a digital clear blue. She was like, come over, you can take it, blah, blah, blah. Because she was, how far along was she? She was already 10 months. She was already, like, super far along. So she had just had it from when she found out she was pregnant. And so I go over to her house, and I take the test, and I leave it in the bathroom for a few minutes after I take it, and go into the bathroom, and it says pregnant. Literally says pregnant. This is the test. I still have it. Come on, focus. So yeah, I still have it because, you know, why not? I don't have the Target one. I did throw that one away just because I had that one. So you know, I kind of start to freak out, and I'm like, okay, how the hell am I gonna tell Brian? So after I went to my friend Lexi's house and got the test, I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should tell Brian. I wasn't sure. So Thursday he came home, whatever, just played it off like nothing was happening. Friday, same thing. Saturday morning I called my mom, and Ryan was downstairs with our neighbor, I think, and I was upstairs with Payson or something, I don't know. And I called my mom and I told her, and she asked me if Brian knew, and I said no, and that I was scared to tell him and stuff. And so she told me, she was like, well, I'm not surprised. She was like, I'm not mad at you or anything, like, I'm not really surprised. She was like, I wish you guys would have been a little bit more careful and waited, but I'm not surprised. And I was like, well, honestly, Mom, me neither. But I was still scared to tell Brian. So she was like, well, you need to tell him, that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. So I had gone to Carter's and bought this shirt for Payson that said Big Sister, and I put it in an envelope with the pregnancy test. And so I gave it to Brian, and you know, he was really shocked that night, and he was kind of upset that I did wait a couple days to tell him, but you know, it's whatever. He got over it pretty quick. Then I actually am going to the same doctor that Payson's mom went to when she had her. So I called the office, and when I had found out, I got this app. My friend Lexi told me about this app that tells you how far along you are based off of your last menstrual period. And so I would have been, the day I found out, I would have been 3 weeks and 4 days, I think. Yeah, I was barely 3 weeks. So I had called the doctor's office, and they asked me the same thing, and they did it based off of like your last menstrual period too. That's how a lot of doctors do it. They scheduled me for an appointment where I'd be 8 weeks, and so around 7 weeks I started getting morning sickness. Kind of bad, not kind of bad, but just I would wake up and throw up, and then I would be perfectly fine the rest of the day. And that happened for about 3 weeks consistently every day. And it would always happen between 8:30 and 9:30. So I knew if I didn't throw up after 9:30, I was good. And it depended on how I ate and what I ate the day before that like determined how bad I threw up the next morning. So this baby does not like greasy food. Woo, I can tell you that right now. Every time I eat anything greasy, anything fast food, any red meat, this baby is like, get this the hell out. So that makes me really sick. That's about the only thing that I can't eat is red meat. And I'm starting to learn that greasy food makes me really sick the next morning. I had my first doctor's appointment, and this was my first ultrasound. There's these two pictures. This one, it looks like a little gummy bear, and then this one you can't really tell. It's just a little blob. And at 8 weeks, the baby was the size of, actually when I found out, the baby was as big as a chai seed. So very, very, very tiny. And then at 8 weeks, the baby was the size of a raspberry. So that's really cool. I have this app that tells me how big the baby is. So then I had my 12-week appointment. Is my 12-week appointment? Yeah. And I got this ultrasound, this little baby. And when I first saw the baby, when I first had my when I had my first ultrasound, it definitely became a lot more real. Not that I didn't believe it, but I was just like, holy shit, a little human is growing inside of me. So it definitely became scary and shocking at that moment, and it was really incredible. So then I just had a 13-week appointment with a different doctor for this other test, and I got 4 ultrasound pictures. So there's this one, which the baby is sucking its thumb. I believe that's this one. Yeah, baby sucking its thumb. This one is a profile. This one is just a farther out profile, and then this one is a 3D. And I love this one, it's so cute. So I got these 4, and then I also got a disc with about 5 more on it. And that was the first appointment that I actually got to hear the baby's heartbeat. Before that, they weren't able to not detect it, but I just for some reason didn't hear it up until my 13th week. So at that time, the baby was the size of a lemon. See, 13 weeks, a lemon. And when I first heard the heartbeat, I definitely broke down and started crying. It was really incredible, and really, it just still amazes me that like my body, among millions of other women's bodies, are able to grow a human inside them. It is really mind-blowing to me, but in a good way. I have another appointment on the 6th of September, which is my 15-week appointment, and then I have an appointment on my 20-week appointment, which is October 10th. Yeah, so my next appointment is the 6th of September when I'm 15 weeks, and then October 10th when I'm 20 weeks. And I think I'll have one more in between that after my next doctor's appointment next week. So, and at my 20-week appointment is when we'll find out the gender, and then we are having like a small gender reveal party at our house. And so I'm gonna try and record that and make a video out of it. I'm gonna try and vlog that whole week of us like going to the doctor's appointment, and then I'm helping Kaylin like pick out decorations and stuff, so she's not planning it all by herself. But it is going to be a surprise for just Brian and I, or for Brian and I and everybody else. Only Kaylin is going to be the one that knows what it is. So that's the only thing that like you obviously won't see is what we get, either pink or blue shit. But I'm gonna try and do that, and then try and vlog like us doing the reveal. I'm not totally sure what we're gonna do. Brian wants to do like a smoke bomb or something, and I don't know how I feel about that. So we will see. Yes, I take prenatals, and these are the kinds that I take. They are the Walgreens brand. They don't stink, and they don't taste bad, which is really, really good. And then I also am starting to use the Palmer's cocoa butter formula. It's body butter, and it's to help with stretch marks, because I do not want any, and I get them pretty easily. I have a lot on like my inner thigh from just high school when my legs decided to grow a ton. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else much to tell you. I will be doing another one at the end of my 2nd trimester and be talking about it and stuff. And if you guys want to see me like vlog some doctor's appointments and stuff, and like my ultrasounds and everything, please let me know. I'm not sure if I want to do it or not, but if you guys want to see it, I will definitely do it. So please let me know. And yeah, I think that's it. So what's left there to say other than, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and all of my social medias will be linked down below. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any video requests. As always, I am always open to new video ideas, so please shoot them over to me and I would be happy to do them for you. So I will see you guys in my next video.